Hey everyone, what's up? I'm Devious Dayna, and today I'm extremely fucking pumped to be joined by Boltcutter Slam. Guys, thank you so much for joining me. How are you doing today?
Thanks for having
Good.
us.
What's
Thank
up,
you.
Appreciate
We're
it.
Dana?
doing great.
Perfect. So I'm gonna get everyone to introduce themselves for anyone watching.
Hello, I am Tristen. I am the singer of Bolt Cutter.
My
I'm
turn.
Cameron. I play drums in Boltcutter. Oh man.
I'm Alex. I play guitar.
I'm Josh. I'm the other guitar player in Boltcutter.
Word.
Okay,
That's
we're
I was
ready.
awesome.
wondering what band you were from. Thanks for specifying that.
We're live. It's all right.
That's awesome.
Awesome. So where are you guys joining from today?
The
I'm
biggie.
yeah. Everyone else besides me and Cameron is in Eugene, Oregon. I'm in Vancouver, Washington, just a couple hours north, near Portland, and yeah, Cameron's in Phoenix, Arizona now.
Yep. Hot as hell.
Must be nice.
It's like almost 95 degrees right now in February.
That's awesome.
Jesus.
Fuck that. Fuck that.
It's kind of dope.
Crazy.
I don't know. I'm not gonna talk a whole lot about that because these guys will get mad.
Nah, nah.
No, we love Arizona.
Yeah.
So what's going on with Bolt Cutter nowadays?
Shit. A lot.
A
We got
lot.
a busy
Yeah.
year. We got 2 or 3 tours happening this year. Have a new record in the pipeline. Staying busy. Trying at least.
Yeah, we're definitely looking to ramp things up. Um, Moving forward, more tours, more music released. Because I know in the past, typically it's we've taken a little we've taken our time on releases, but we really want to just like keep the ball rolling, especially after this last record. I think everyone's definitely in the same like boat where we're all just trying to stay like as busy as humanly possible. We all want to make this like our full-time job, you know what I mean? Um, to do music and tour like professionally and as your job is like I think everyone's ultimate goal, essentially, everyone to be able to live comfortably basically off of this. And the only way you can do that really is just by like nose to the grindstone, just tour, 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 get your name out there, get people to like, be professional on these tours, get people to want to bring you out again, put the good name in for you, things like that. Um, our booking agent that we have is awesome. He's given us like a ton of opportunities
Shout out to Jacob.
going forward. Yeah, awesome guy.
That's good advice for anyone listening to that's like really wanting to start like touring more and just getting more into it and making more of a career out of it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
How would you guys describe Bolt Cutter Slam in your own words?
Can we say bad words?
Yes, I encourage
Uh,
it.
retarded. We're I mean, I don't want to take the lead on this. I'm sure the other guys have different views, but like to be honest, when we started this band, it was kind of like we didn't really think it was gonna be anything. So we're kind of figuring out what it is. We all have different opinions and whatnot.
Yeah.
But
This this
go
band
ahead, man.
definitely started as like we all met in a park and Boltcutter was gonna be like a side project because we thought it'd be funny to have a slam band.
Yeah,
And then Alex, as he does with a lot of things, just like grinded a bunch and demoed out a bunch of songs in like a weekend.
yeah.
Um,
I think it was like 4 days or something, and we had like 6 songs.
and then I don't know, people were like already hyped on Bull Cutter before we even had like a song or anything, or even a show announced. Uh, so
Yeah, but we're kind of figuring out what we're doing as we go. To be honest, none of us have really been in a band that's like been as active as this one. So it's been a blessing, but it's a learning process, like figuring out how to stay consistent and stay active and put on the best show we can, put out the best music we can. It's a learning process. So we don't really know what we're doing. We're just kind of make songs that make us giggle, and then that's it, really. So
I
Yeah,
feel like Slam's really kind of making a comeback lately. Do you think that has something to like, do you think your popularity has something to do with the fact that it's becoming more popular now?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
oh yeah, 100%.
we definitely decided to do a slam band like at the perfect time, you know. Like we're very lucky to have decided to do it now, you know, instead of like maybe like 2012 or something when there's a lot of cool slam coming out, but not like very popular necessarily, you know.
Yeah,
yeah,
there's that's kind of the thing with slams. It's always kind of prevalent online and whatnot, but thankfully, the last few years, mostly because of our contemporaries, really, we're not, we've just been fortunate, like Cam said, to come out the right time. But it's a blessing because music that's like so ridiculous and over the top is having a moment where people are like realizing there's some value to it, which is dope. Uh, yeah, yeah, it's cool.
Yep.
right. I mean, I feel like in recent history, um, you can look back like 20 years ago at the early 2000s and like the late 90s and things like that, where heavy and unconventional music was literally at the top of the world. But we haven't really had that for about, 20 years now. And I feel like through social media, through the youth discovering heavy music again, it's kind of like, also the mesh of like modern day like trap and rap and hip hop, they're all inspired by heavy music. You see like tons of like rappers and whatnot wearing like insane brutal death metal bands, and kids are like, what's that? I want to go and figure out what they're listening to, or like they might not even listen to it. It might be their stylist or whatever the deal may be, but it's like still like a pretty popular way to get the youth into heavy music. Rappers like Playboy Cardi,
Oh yeah, you seen that
especially,
Ken Carson picture where he's wearing the esophagus T-shirt
yeah,
with the
Ken
predator on it and shit?
Carson, Opium, these artists have definitely
Crazy.
like pushed that envelope unknowingly, and there's a whole new wave of like young kids getting back into heavy music again, which is like super dope.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like Peeling Flesh said, like slam is gangster rap. Dude, it's the exact same thing.
Yeah.
I remember
Like,
like 10 years ago, dudes were migrating out of the hardcore scene and the metal scene and going into SoundCloud rap. And now what's happening is like the exact opposite of that. Like dudes are coming out of
yeah.
that scene and like getting into heavy music now, which is really cool.
Yeah, a lot of those from that SoundCloud kind of uprising, around like 2015-ish, 2014-ish, 2016 and so forth. Like a lot of those dudes were, they were in hardcore bands, or they were in emo bands, or whatever. They were into alternative music, and that like reflected a lot in what was super popular. People like Lil Peep and things like that, where they're like very clearly not super duper influenced by like rap or modern day rap. They're like putting their own spin and twist on things.
Hmm.
That's incredible. I love that. And it's really insightful too. I like it. What
Yeah,
would you
sorry.
say separates? Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say we could talk about that stuff forever.
Oh yeah,
We have to put the reins
absolutely.
on it.
What would you say separates you guys from other slam bands right now?
Well,
Hmm.
depend
2,500 miles.
Yeah.
That's a great thing to say. I would say it depends on who you ask. Um, I think our new record that we're working on is going to be by far the most musically like challenging piece of work that we're doing. I felt like Still Broke was a lot different than the previous bodies of work, sonically, melodically. There was a lot more depth to that record. But I think the next one's going to have even more. Alex has been uh, nonstop for the last like week, like getting the whole record ready to go. and
Yeah.
it sounds ridiculous. There's a lot going on. There's some insane parts. I think people are really gonna like be kind of confused or shocked at what the sound's gonna be going forward.
I think one thing I think separates us is Alex like tends to write a lot of riffs where like the slams are a little like hidden in them, and it's not so obvious. Like he doesn't tend to write like, like a lot of slam is really, really, really simple like guitar parts, and Alex kind of tries to like make it his own thing all the time, and like sometimes it's a little complicated or like there's a slam hidden in there, you just got to find it. But it's not jun 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 jun, like the whole time. you know
Only sometimes. Only when the
they're
moment's
like,
right.
I mean, that's literally like the groove, you know what I mean? Like
yeah.
every time I
Well,
hear that groove, it's like an ass shaking groove, you know what I mean?
I
That's
think
kind of like
It's deceptively intricate riffs. Like it's like because like being stupid on purpose is smart. You have to be smart to write something that is like intentionally low IQ sounding. And I feel like
absolutely agree.
we've really hit that sound. It's like the songs sound really simple until you really listen to them or start playing them, and then you're like, oh, there's actually like a lot going on here.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, that's such a great point to make. Especially you hear it with genres like beatdown all the time where it's like you have to be smart to write good beatdown, as odd as that sounds. You know what I mean? There's so much like cookie cutter beatdown out there. Uh, so to be like, I don't know, to just you have to have high IQ to write low IQ. That's exactly like what Josh said. It's right there on the nose.
It's a
well,
legendary quote right there. You need that on a fucking t-shirt on the back.
I don't want to sound. I don't know. I'll jump in. I guess I don't want to sound like self-fellatiating or anything. It's definitely not meant in like a we're really smart way. I think it's really more just like there's all these different worlds of heavy music of different flavors that obviously inspire us. And trying to find a way to like reconcile all those things is the it's that process is where we're trying to identify exactly what makes us what we are or whatever. But you know it's trying to pull together. Josh really loves like tech death and like fucking decapitated and that kind of shit. So it's trying to like blend in the fast tech death parts with the dumb beatdown parts, with the rap and the hip hop influences, with traditional slam. It's you have all these different outside elements, and slam is kind of like a perfect canvas to like take an influence here, and like meld that all together. And that's kind of the challenge of writing for this band. And sometimes it's to greater effects than other times. But yeah, I don't even know. I don't even know what I'm really adding here, but um, yeah, I don't know. It's the journey of reconciling 100 different genres of music that we all love.
Into one just hardcore piece of music. Love it.
Yeah, yeah.
But how about like was your guys' sound intentional from the start, or did it just kind of evolve into what it is today?
It's evolving constantly. I
Yeah.
mean, when we first started, like there was a goal of just making stuff that was just silly and like brainless. In the sense of like, especially in the town at the time, we were all based around here in Eugene. And here there's not really a lot of like bands of like our flavor of extreme, if you will. There's a lot of punk bands and crust bands and a couple
Yep.
death metal bands and stuff, but so I mean we had a goal in this an intention in the sense of we wanted to be the band that was doing just like the brainless beatdown parts and the brainless mosh parts or whatever and the slam parts. Um, but then it kind of over out of nowhere, it seems like it's kind of grown and grown and grown. And with that, it's allowed us to kind of explore like a little bit more broadly, like, okay, well, maybe now we can try this, and maybe we could try this, and like Tristan was saying on the new record that we're doing, there's hopefully people like it. There's a lot of experimenting, you know what I mean? So it's definitely evolving as time goes on, you know.
Deathcore.
Yeah. No crabcore.
No,
Is that what you just
I'm
said?
just playing. I said deathcore.
Oh.
I
You
feel
know,
like
we'll get that allegation for sure.
I would love to see some comments that we're getting accused of being deathcore now. That would be funny.
That'd be awesome.
Whatever. Deathcore's fire. I don't really
You
You
care.
add
got
a
to beat the
catchy part, and
deathcore
then someone's
allegation.
like, "These guys sold out, man."
Dude,
It used to be
all music
Slam.
is good.
I only like their first EP, you know.
Dude, we're gonna end up sounding like Sleep Token by the end of the year. It's
No,
gonna be ridiculous, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
Ghost style marketing and then just like that type of music.
Yeah, clean singing. We're going out in costumes now. They're not ready for it.
one song with a clean chorus. Let's do it.
Oh god.
Maybe not. That
No,
might be too far.
Yeah,
Oh
that's too far.
please
god.
no.
Jesus.
A clean chorus over a slam at that. Just like some bullshit, dude.
If we want to play,
That's crazy.
Red Rocks Amphitheater, we gotta have some
You gotta tone it
operatic
down.
stuff. Yeah.
Fuck it, whatever. Hey, dude. I
See, I
mean,
mean,
like I said, we love so much fucking music outside of just heavy music. Like, I don't really see how clean singing chorus would work on our songs, but I mean, anything's
No.
possible, dude. Anything's possible. I don't know.
Hey, it
Fuck
sounds
it.
stupid, but it might work. You just throw one
If
in
it's
there, see
hard,
how people react.
if it sounds hard and it makes us laugh, who cares? You know,
I
like
mean, it's kind of what's great about being in a band in this day and age that is playing like heavy music unapologetically is like, right. It's like we're living in the age of like the turnstiles and the knocked looses and, peeling flesh, getting to play at like Madison Square Garden and stuff like that. It's cool because you don't have to compromise your sound in order to get some small amount of success, which is really cool.
100%,
That's true. I like
100%.
that. Yeah. I find a lot of bands like kind of like I don't want to say sold out, but maybe kind of sold out just for the fact that they wanted to like do certain venues and stuff. So they like kind of really, really redefined their own sound just to try to like get ahead. And I just feel like that's not really true to the music. So I do like that now you can just be unapologetically yourselves and still really get ahead now.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
personally, I'll never hate on a band for doing what they want to do, even if it's a rapid shift. Like, I think it's admirable when bands try new shit, you know? I don't know. That's just me, though.
It takes courage now to just do what you want to do, honestly.
Sometimes you gotta change it up. You can only
Yeah.
write the same riff so many times, you know?
When you guys are writing something heavy, are you chasing aggression, emotion, or just pure chaos?
Um, Depends on the moment. To be honest, I mean, aggr- I hesitate to say aggression because, I mean, I'm not a very aggressive guy. I'm gonna be real. I'm a pretty laid back kind of guy. Uh, to be honest, recently,
I'll
you know,
express with emotion.
yeah, I
I
don't
feel
want to
like.
like, I don't know. In a weird way, I'm trying. I have been having fun trying to find ways to like capture a more like emotional impact in a way. I don't know. That sounds like so pretentious. I really don't mean to. But I suppose out of those three choices, I'd say emotion. But like, I don't know. I don't know. It's hard to like intentionally have like a I want this to sound like this, and then it comes out that way. It almost never does, you know. At least not for me. So I don't really know. I guess I'm just trying things, and then whatever feeling it captures is just luck of the draw, I suppose. I don't know.
Yeah, I would personally say emotion for myself as well, it's I feel like, you know, if you were to go and like read some of the lyrics on some of the tracks on the new record, I think a lot of them like touch on some like subjects that are pretty like heavy, um and like, a lot of those songs on there are like fun and stupid too, but most of them are pretty, we're trying to keep it like real and serious. The topics are like, You know, tracks like Still Broke. I think that one's like really emotionally kind of heavy, you know.
We are
Um,
all truly pretty broke.
yeah.
This is true.
There's
We're
no
not pretending.
there's no pretending about that at all.
Yeah, I mean like Still Broke, EBT Exsanguination, things like that. Like those are two tracks like that really stand out, I think, in terms of like emotional depth, if you were to go and read the lyrics.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird trying to think of the right find the right word for it, but there's kind of this like with the songs themselves, like we recognize that you know we recognize that we're a pretty lighthearted and like silly band. But I feel like when it comes to the lyrics, it's an opportunity to like kind of sneak in there like hey, behind like the like silliness, there is like actually some things that we care about and some feelings that we have about these experiences that uh we have and millions of people have in the world today. Uh, so like, if nobody gives a fuck about any of that, totally understand. It's slam. Who gives a fuck? We're supposed to be dumb and silly. But if anyone does care, lyrically, I think is where we try to like sneak in a little bit more of the occasional thought, if you
Yeah.
will.
Right, absolutely.
The
Uh,
first EP was definitely more like brainless and not really
Hundred
any
percent,
general themes or anything. I mean,
100%.
I don't think any of us in this call even know what lyrics Riley wrote, you know,
Yeah,
because it just didn't even matter,
yeah, yeah.
For the more like emotional side, which song would you recommend people actually checking out the lyrics for?
Still broke, 100%.
I agree. Still Broke, no doubt.
I think Devious Contemplations.
Do not read those.
That's a bad
Do not
example. That's
read
the worst example.
those.
This man does not represent Boltcutter.
It is some real shit, but do not read those lyrics.
Yeah, I'd say Still Broke or EBT Exsanguination has some
Oh.
pretty good lines, you know.
Do you guys also have some really interesting, like, clips of things at the start of your music? Where do you find that? Like, where do you just like listen to it and think, oh, we need to throw this on?
Instagram Reels. That's about it,
Yeah.
really. I ain't
Yeah,
Yeah,
gonna lie.
mostly, yeah.
Instagram Reels, or
Uh,
Alex will hit the chat and say like, "Quick, I need to sample somebody," and it might be from like a movie that we're like have a fixation over at the moment, or like something.
yeah, that's another classic where Alex will just be like, quick, first thing that comes to mind, like, need a sample right now.
I
Like,
hit,
don't even, you know what
I
I
hit you
mean?
with one of those last night at like fucking like two in the morning. I was like, I'm hopping off the call, but I need a sample right now.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Yeah, it's funny I mean, like Cam mentioned with with the first EP release thing that we did, it was a little more brainless, but now it's kind of we don't really have like an idea for a theme or a topic until like the sample gets applied, and then usually that dictates like just by chance whatever we think fits in as a funny sample, and then like that'll kind of stream into what the song will end up being about. Like
And
we had this track called Rituals and Bitchless, and so I put this sample of from the Boondocks of them fucking talking about being bitchless, and then it flows into this idea of like, oh, now I actually have like a topic for the song, and then it uh turned into what it is, which is about having no bitches, but about why you have no bitches because you're you know procrastinating in life and yeah. So the samples have kind of turned into the jumping point for a lot of like what the songs actually turned into, which I think is kind of been an interesting thing with our writing
yeah,
process recently.
That's cool. I like that. It's definitely unique.
Uh, Sampling is not unique to slam, that's for sure. It's integral to it. We just try to do our own spin on it.
That's fair. And any Freddy gets fingered type movie quotes gonna be sampled in there because I know Slam likes to use that.
Not Freddy got fingered, dude. That movie's crazy. That movie's so cursed. Oh my God. Y'all ever seen that movie? I don't know if any of
No,
y'all have
but the
actually seen it.
title is crazy enough for me to
Oh my
Yeah.
kind of
God.
get a glimpse into what's going
Does
down.
does the title kind of explain like the premise?
I don't even remember, dude.
I
I
don't
don't
think
even
that's
know what that movie's
what the
about. It's
movie's
a
about.
complete fever dream.
Yeah.
It's a
Oh,
complete
really?
fever dream,
Okay.
yeah.
I
I
had to ask, you know.
I know
What's
a
that guy's
Torso
name?
Fuck sampled it on their track "Raped by Elephants," so like enough said there.
Mm.
Oh yeah,
That's a
yeah.
deep cut right there.
Have you guys seen that guy on YouTube where he's like reading out all those songs with horrible lyrics, like it's like poetry, and he's like sitting there with like a tobacco pipe and stuff.
The bald
Yes.
guy with the beard and he's
Metal
like,
spoken
yeah,
word,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh
Yes.
yeah,
Oh
Oh
and
my
he
shit.
does
god.
like a Cannibal Corpse song and stuff.
Bro, I was like, yeah, that's crazy. You just brought that up. I remember watching those when I was like in sixth grade, like a little kid coming up.
Here's
That's
an
funny as
excerpt
hell.
from Anal Cunt or something, you know.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Hitler
Come
was a
on, man.
sensitive man. If he was alive today, he'd listen to
Yep.
Depeche Mode. Like,
Crazy, dude. Insane.
they need to bring that guy back. It was so good.
Yeah,
Someone's
yeah.
got to email him, get in touch with his agent.
Someone get in on LinkedIn with the guy. Someone tap in on LinkedIn.
You got to find his LinkedIn profile.
Oh my God. Do you guys chase a certain tone or feel when recording, and like does it kind of change every release?
Um,
Hmm.
when I'm demoing the songs, there's definitely like I'll have like an idea of what it is, but by the like how it feels or the emotion or whatever. But it's definitely by the time we get to the end of the process and we've recorded drums and it's getting sent off to someone else to be mixed and mastered and then the art's made, it definitely changes from like what my idea of it is, at least in its like inception or conception or whatever. Um, yeah, you can try to craft a tone, but at least with this band, I find it's kind of at the mercy of by the time it comes out, it'll be completely different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just once there's other hands involved. But it's also kind of part of the fun of it. Like now when I listen to like our album Still Broke or whatever, if I listen to it and look at it, like it's completely different than what my picture of it was when I was like starting it, you know. Not, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's like I was saying, it's kind of the joy of it. It's kind of fun to like see the end result and it evolves into whatever it ends up being, you know. I don't know if that it's really answers your question or not, but
I think it does. Awesome.
The
Do you guys
recording
ever have,
process shapes the how it sounds in the end, you know.
yeah.
100%.
Do you guys ever have like conflict when you're creating songs? Like, oh, I want it to sound this way. No, I want it to sound this way.
Yeah,
Sometimes, but not too bad. Conflict would be a strong word.
I feel like it's the only conflict is like arguing over samples.
yeah, it's like respectful
More than
disagreement.
anything. Yeah.
Sometimes Alex will write something called a guitar solo, which I am not a fan of, but we always come to a good, conclusion that works for everybody.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
Josh hates shredding.
I hate it.
I
Get
think
that shit out of here, dude.
you know, we're pretty fortunate in this band that we all just like kind of get along. So like unless somebody has like really strong feelings, but that rarely happens if ever. Most of the time it's kind of like
Only over trivial stuff that
yeah,
like
it'll be the most trivial shit.
we look back at the conversation later and we're like, why were we even like bickering about that? You know?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
I
Yeah, I
could
don't
tell you
know.
guys have a really good vibe together. I love it.
Not for the most part. Sometimes.
Except in the
Also,
morning.
Yeah.
hey, who's
Morning's the
happy in the
worst,
morning?
dude. Nobody. Maybe
Oh my
Cam.
God.
Maybe Cam
Cameron's a
because he
morning
gets up
person.
at like
That's our biggest
fucking
conflict, I think, as a band is that like Cameron is a morning person, and all of us when we're on tour, we want to be like lazy and sleep in.
Oh
dude.
yeah.
It's so fucking hard to get out of bed those days, and Cam is up at like 6, 7 in the morning every morning, just like ready to fucking go at like 8, and we're all like dead. It's
Dude,
fucked
bro's
up,
already
dude.
he's already eaten breakfast, worked out, done his laundry, bro. And we're like, we're not going to bed until like 2 or something. And he's like, what the fuck are you doing? Yeah, it's
Dude,
crazy.
also he has the like legendary ability to sleep in 5 seconds. Like once he's tucked in, Bro's out in
Oh
like
yeah.
the snap of a finger. It's like we're all like fighting to get to bed and shit, and bro's like just
I
in
was so tired. I
dreamland.
just
Yeah.
like I'm out, you know.
Well, you're awake at 8 a.m. No wonder you're tired.
Yeah, no, that's the truth. I got up. Uh, I mean, it's funny because last night, me and my girlfriend were talking about like sleeping in, and I was literally wide awake at like 5:45 in the morning, and it's a Saturday, and I was like annoyed. I'm like, why can't I sleep in right now? And then she's wide awake too, and we're just like, what's wrong with us? Like,
Get the day
Cam,
going, dude.
this isn't even fun. This is the one day I would love to sleep until like 7 or something, you know.
Cam's like
Till
Joker,
7. That's
Riddler.
Tell
wild.
seven's crazy. Tell seven's
That's
crazy.
insane. That's insane. Cam's like Riddler, like calling card, like the Joker Arkham City type shit is we'll pull into the hotel after a show or whatever, and we're all tired, and he's like, "Yo, we gotta watch Family Guy." So he'll put
Yeah.
Family Guy on the fucking TV at 100 fucking
At
volume, and then
full
fall
volume,
asleep
dude.
immediately. And then we're all just sitting there like, if I turn this off, is he gonna be pissed? It's so funny, bro. Like every night, he's like, "Dude, we gotta put on South Park." Oh
Oh
fuck, he
my
puts it on,
Yeah,
god,
it's
dude, that's
three
and he's
o'clock
fucking
in the
out in two
morning.
awesome.
minutes. It's
All I can hear is like,
unbelievable.
Peter, and Cameron going,
Yep.
It's
Hey,
fucking
what can I
so
say?
funny.
awesome.
There's nothing like falling asleep to
Oh my
TV,
god, man.
Oh no, it's a gift, brother. Cherish it. We're
God.
envious.
Oh my god. No, but
Yeah.
his other calling card is like when we're all like when it's time to go and we're all still in bed, he fucking opens the blinds, dude, and it's like, oh my god, bro.
So I like the blinds, honestly. That like
That
wakes
shit
me up.
fucks me up, man.
It's definitely
Very-
like there's like a calm before the storm when I'm like I'm thinking, okay, if I get everyone up now, we'll be out of here in like 45 minutes. I'm like, do I give them 5 more minutes? Or
It
do I
yeah,
or do I just do it and then like the rage starts, you know?
it really does feel like it takes you back to being a kid and you're like late for school and your dad's like waking you up or whatever. It's like, no, please, 5 more minutes.
It's really more like the SWAT team just kicked your door in and threw a flashbang into the middle of your room. That's really what it
Yeah,
feels like.
yeah, hundred
There was
percent.
one there was one time I definitely approached it like that, on a tour we did like last March. Um, I've toned it down since then. I think I want to say I have because we were running like really late, and we were in like Lubbock, Texas, and we had to get to San Antonio, and we were with a trailer, and like we were probably losing a couple hours every drive and stuff, and like a couple of the guys in our crew were like just out cold, and it was already like an hour past when we needed to leave. So I like opened the door to their room where they're all in like their bunk beds in this Airbnb. I'm like, come on, guys, let's get up. And I like walk away. 5 minutes later, everyone's asleep. So I think I like cop knocked on the door and I was like, all right, guys, like, let's get up.
Yeah,
Uh, and then one person, which I won't say who, he's a good friend of ours, but then like 20 minutes later, like everyone's getting out the door with their bags. And he's like laying on the couch with his feet in the air, like texting or like looking on TikTok or something. And I'm like, I'm going to kill this guy.
yeah. We definitely need we definitely need the what's the word? We need Cam.
And
without
then, and then
without it, we would not function.
ironically, the same day we had a tire blowout,
Oh
which
yeah,
set
that's
us
right.
back
Oh,
like
that day, dude, that was awesome.
Dude, that day sucked so bad, dude. That day sucked so fucking bad.
it was
Oh
it was
my
pretty
God.
rough. We showed up to the venue. I was filling in drums for one of the bands that we took on tour, this band Impact. And like we showed up probably like 5 minutes before they were setting up on stage to play. Like we were that late because of like the tire blowout and everything. Because that set us back like a couple hours probably. That was a very stressful day.
That's
Yeah.
brutal.
But we made it, you know.
It's part of the job, unfortunately.
The
Shit like
cherry
that.
on top was none of our like samples or any of our ears or any of that shit working. So we all just had to like
Oh, dude.
Play
Dude, I
the
forgot
set
about that.
without
Oh,
anything,
dude, I
dude. And we
forgot
just had
about
to
that.
raw the whole set. It was so fucked up. That whole day was fucked up. I'm telling you, from start to finish of that day, it was fucked up.
I
Like we
forgot
were
Yeah,
about
all
all
that.
the
vibing. The second the show was over, we were all vibing, having a good time, eating fucking Mediterranean food from a food cart outside. It was sick. But everything leading up to that was a complete and utter disaster. Maybe our worst day ever on tour. Honestly, couldn't have gone worse.
Dude, we'll get,
and the room was like way too big for us. Like
Dude,
whoever booked it, like it was hilarious because
it
it
was like
must
a
have been
room for the Beatles,
like a
dude. It was
1,000
huge.
cap room.
Yeah, it was
Uh,
insane, dude.
and then I think like Aborted played the day before with like Ingested and like Peeling and stuff. So like the exact same market that we would be playing for just had a sold out show the night before. And then we're in the room, and then like I think across the street, Mugshots playing like the same night as us,
Yeah, there was like a hardcore show across the street
and
too.
then
So
Deftones was playing the same night too. So like, oh, that show is so smoked.
dude,
Tough one, but
sometimes we'll play these like super smoked shows, and then like still I'll get a message from like somebody who was at the show and be like, "Yo, you guys got to come back to San Antonio," and I'm like, "Really? You remember last time?"
yeah, I
But
mean, like for me, like I love playing shows, and so even like a bad show by the standards of this band is still like a good show. You know, like even playing shows where there's like 20 or 30 people there, like it's still fun.
100%, yeah.
That's how you know
yeah,
And
you're in it for the
then
music.
yeah. Attendance aside, like forget the attendance and any of that. It was just like shitty wake up. We're late as hell. Tire blows up. None of our equipment works. Nightmare fuel day.
Yeah. I don't know. I think we're pretty good at part of our philosophy, I think for all of us is it's very important to us to like still try to put on like the show as fully as we can, you know what I mean? Uh Hopefully it still comes across. I mean, it's harder though. It's hard some days than others for sure.
For sure.
Yeah, I love that. It's like play the same show if it's to 8 people or 800 people.
Yeah, no doubt.
yep, 100%.
Awesome. You guys have worked with a lot of guest features on your releases. How has bringing in other artists shaped some of the songs for you?
Um
That's a good
to be
question.
honest, I don't know if it so much shapes it because most of the time we don't get the features till pretty late in the process. Uh, Mostly due to just forgetting and being kind of irresponsible. But but also that's part of the that's one of the most fun parts of making the songs is getting those features for sure. I wish there was a more like mythical or like interesting story, but most of the time it's just like a DM on Instagram like, "Yo, would you do it?" Um
Yeah.
but it's
Some
always it's
bands, I feel like there's probably a lot of thought to a feature. Like they
yeah.
have an exact person in mind. They have like wrote lyrics for them, and there's like something they're trying to accomplish with it. But yeah, with us, it's not to cut you off, but I feel like with us, most of the time, it's like a homie or like just a thought, like, oh, we should have this guy do a feature because his vocals are awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I think one of our like me personally, and I think maybe a couple other people, the load the nine feature that we have is so awesome. That's like my favorite part to
Yeah.
do every night that we play that song.
Shout out
Like
Adam.
yeah, that feature is incredible, and it's like sometimes you send someone off a feature and you're just like, you didn't write them lyrics, you just kind of want them to put their element and like take on it, and you get it back and you're just like, this is the sickest thing ever, and you're like immediately way more stoked on the song. You know what I mean? That's one of
Actually,
them for us, like in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah,
that's
100%.
one
Yeah.
where, if I remember, we had a song name, but we didn't have lyrics, like our own lyrics written for it yet. But we asked him to do a feature, and he jumped on it like right away. Like most time you ask someone, it takes like a few weeks or a couple of months or something. But he had it like done so quick, and
Yeah,
he wanted to know what the song was about. We were just like, here's the title name, like you can write about that if you want. So I feel like he kind of helped craft what that song was about in a way,
absolutely.
because sometimes the song names for us are kind of like random and don't always relate. I mean, nowadays I think it's probably the titles are more connected. And there's more like lyrical themes, but in the old days, it's not how it was at all.
Yeah,
You
at the
know?
beginning of the band, like we would just write a list of things that we thought sounded cool and sounded like slam band titles. You know,
Yeah.
that's where asphalt exfoliation came from. That's where ball peen bludgeoning came from, and all that stuff.
Shotgun Suck Start. Actually, Tristan, wasn't that your idea before you were in the band?
Yeah,
Or
it
was
was
that
Tristen.
Patrick? Okay.
I think it might
Yeah,
have been
yeah, that
Patrick.
was
It
I
was
think it was we had a conversation in Discord one day, and then that ended up being the name when it came
yeah,
out, and that's just what happened.
yeah.
And that was like
Yeah.
even before I was in the band. Things like that, just like talking and bullshitting around can lead
Yep.
to a lot of cool and funny ideas.
But yeah, sometimes the features do shape how we feel about the song for sure. Like that song that Cam was mentioning with Adam from Low to the Nine. Like when we were working on the record, to be honest, at least to me in my head, that song was kind of like it was cool, but it was like it wasn't the one I was the most excited about. I mean, I thought it was an all right song, but then we got that feature, and it's become like one of our favorite songs. Solely because of that part.
Yeah.
Sometimes they do breathe a new life into the track for sure.
That's awesome. What are like some dream collaborations you guys would want to happen?
Hmm. Hmm. Lil Shine.
Real.
That
That's a real answer.
yeah, yeah.
Fuck, that's a hard one.
Chuck Berry.
I'm trying to think of something like realistically like what we could probably do for this band and what would also be like badass.
I
Hmm.
think a Acacia Strain would be cool.
I really want to. For me, some of my dream collaborations would be a lot of like my heroes from like Brutal Death and like Slam and whatnot. Like I would love to find a way to collaborate with bands like Internal Bleeding or Soils of Fate, Deeds of Flesh, that kind of shit. When it comes to like rap and whatnot, I mean anybody and everybody. I mean to be honest, RSK Nephew was a dream, and that ended up happening. So sometimes, sometimes all it takes is just like reaching out. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if the other guys have any buddy in particular that comes to mind.
Do I think an epicardiectomy feature will go crazy?
That would be insane.
Obviously.
That'd
I
be
saw I
crazy.
this guy Miles who
Oh no.
he's hilarious. Like he just posted and said he was doing features, and I was like, I don't want to treat this band. I feel like we're maybe a little too serious for that now, but like a couple of years ago, I would have jumped on that because that
A
would be
couple of
funny.
years ago, yeah, yeah, maybe.
That would
Yeah.
have been a interesting result.
That would be so iconic, though.
Dude, I love that guy.
Yeah, if we're talking like, collabs we'd want to do like music wise for this band, I think it would be really cool to do things with like, like Alex said, like internal bleeding, like devourment, um defeated sanity, cephalotripsy, cerebral incubation, like these legendary like brutal death and slam bands, things like that, would probably be up there for me.
Yeah, those ones are definitely the go-tos.
I can see it happening.
Oh, fingers crossed.
I have a very serious question for you guys now. If Boltcutter Slam was a weapon, what would it be?
The chainsaw.
Chainsaw, that's a good one. Does a chainsaw count as a weapon? Or are you thinking like guns?
Yeah, that's for cutting down trees, dude.
I mean, I don't, yeah, maybe my use of a chainsaw isn't isn't as well thought
Hmm.
out, I guess. When I see a chainsaw, I don't immediately like, yeah, lumber. I don't know. I don't know why,
You think like hacking up bodies and stuff.
which is odd. Uh yeah. Maybe like, damn, if we were a weapon. Like if I gotta choose like a weapon.
We're a TX-22 with an FRT.
That's very specific.
Me and Alex are plotting on things.
We're
Very
plotting. We're
funny
plotting on
things. Um, Jeez Louise.
That's
I
awesome.
can. I
Alec, I
cannot
feel like
wait.
Josh. I feel like Josh has a good answer for this question.
Dude, I don't. I'm like thinking about it. I'm like something that could be like a sick like medieval weapon or something, like a mace or something, like a trench mace or
Like
some
a
shit.
war hammer. It wouldn't be anything sharp, I don't think. It would just be like a bludgeoning tool,
Yeah.
something prehistoric.
I don't think a pair of bolt cutters would actually be a good weapon.
No,
Are you
no.
Like
kidding me? Those things are like you
if you
knock
got good
someone over the
leverage
head
and
with them,
like
dude. You're gonna yeah, that would suck.
Yeah, maybe.
Dude, I'm gonna go with just like a war hammer, like a sledgehammer of sorts.
No, too smart, dude. A
Too
rock
smart.
tied to a stick.
A bola? A
It's a
sling?
rock tied to a stick, dude. That's
Nah, it's
that's
like
the weapon.
a.
That's
like David
tough.
and the
It's
Goliath.
like in Rust when you like spawn and all you have is like a rock. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. You ever seen Year One, when he comes up behind his bro and just fucking kills him with that rock? That's like how we roll.
Bolt cutter. Jesus.
Can you guys hear me okay? I just had to
Yeah,
switch
yeah, you're
Yeah.
good.
my single AirPod died.
Oh
Well,
no.
what's the most chaotic moment you guys have had live or even like fan interaction?
Interaction.
Probably the San Antonio show is what comes to my
I
mind. The
was
one we
gonna
were
bring
talking
that
about
up
earlier.
earlier.
That one also comes to my mind.
Oh, wait, you mean like the
Bless that
feature
kid,
kid?
dude.
I've got nothing but love for this kid, but
Dude, shout out
that
that
show
kid.
that
He
we
was
described,
awesome.
that was like one of our like just nightmare days.
So
Legend. Kid's a legend. Just has
Legendary
more
fan
confidence
interaction.
than
so
anyone I would ever. I don't even know, dude.
so
Yeah,
he
it was.
asked if he could come up and do D's feature on Drain Cleaner Enema, I think. Right.
Yes, correct, correct.
And I think it was the second song on the set list or something, and tell me if I'm wrong, but he comes up during the first song, right?
Correct.
And
Yes.
and then he comes up again. And it's
We
like,
let him do it both times. I was like,
yeah, so
whatever.
yeah,
Yeah,
do
yeah,
it on
it's
the first
fine.
song and then one on
Have
the
fun, enjoy
second.
yourself.
And then he was still hanging out on stage. And I'm like watching from the back, and he's like, because like people hang outside stage or whatever, like that's fine, but like he's like on stage, like probably like a foot away from Alex or something. And I think he goes to like give him like knucks or something, like while Alex is playing guitar.
Yeah, that kid got
and
so
his
caught up in the
and
moment,
his
dude.
fist like is getting closer and closer. And then Alex is just looking at him like, I can't, dude. Like,
Yeah. It was a sweet moment though. That guy was awesome, man. And so I mean, definitely no hate to that kid, but
It
that's the
was
first thing that comes to
chaotic,
mind.
dude. It was chaotic. And
when
then
did
he
he
came,
finally leave?
well,
Or
he
like get
came
off
and tried
stage?
to do a third feature, and I was like, dude, what the hell is going on here? You gotta not. Like, I'm good. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I will
yeah.
be continuing to take the reins for this one. And then I think he was just standing too close to Alex, and someone told him he had to like move. I don't know what the hell happened. It was a crazy moment.
It was pretty funny. I think just paired with such a chaotic day, it was like,
I'm gonna check.
what is going on? I was like, what is happening?
It was a
I think
fever
at some
dream, no
point,
doubt.
I
Yeah.
think at some point
So
after that, he sent
right,
another message to me or something, probably to the other guys too, about like wanting to come up next time we play San Antonio and do a feature.
Oh yeah. I wanted
yeah.
to.
Well, like I'll get back to you about that.
He's got to redeem himself, no doubt. It will be badass. Round
So
two, let's run it.
I remember when we started, like it was like our first, second, or third show. We were doing shows at this place called The Spot in Springfield, and
Sorry.
this video.
Sorry.
Oh,
All
you're
right.
Oh,
good.
bless you, bless
There,
you.
like so, there's this video, like a tagged video of us that was like 8 seconds long, and it was like every second some fucking awesome thing happened just in the span of this one video. So this video starts with this dude TJ is on stage like crowd killing me while we're playing. And then he turns around to jump off the stage, and I kick him in the back, and he falls off the stage. And then the camera's like doing this panning thing across the crowd. And there's like a shirtless guy, our friend Connor, who does a cartwheel. And then there's somebody on somebody else's back, like doing like the piggyback thing. And then in the last second of the video, my buddy Austin is moshing, and he just folds this fucking kid that's standing behind him. He just like hits this kid, and in the last frame, you see this kid just do that and start falling over. And I was like, damn, that's probably one of my favorite moments of us as a band.
Yeah, I forgot about that video. Complete chaos.
Oh my god, that was a good show.
Yeah.
Rip the spot, man.
Rip the spot.
Simpler times.
That's what
so
they say.
funny. Who's more likely to start trouble on the tour out of all you guys?
Tristen.
Correct.
Yeah, Tristen.
No further comment.
I would say, like,
No
of
further
us,
comment.
But if anybody's crashing out, it's probably Tristen.
Crashing
Correct,
out.
my bad.
Swiping $90 jeans from Duluth. You know, the
I plead
usual.
the fifth.
You didn't say
Yeah.
which one. It's fine.
I plead the fifth. I mean,
Hey, those are nice jeans.
there has to be at least one person that's gonna be up to no good, and it is unfortunately me.
It's just you got to do it. Someone's got to do it.
Yeah,
Every
somebody's
band's got
got to
one.
do it. Yeah.
Makes it
knew
more
that one was
interesting.
gonna be me. Yeah, I knew the second. I knew that one was gonna be me, no doubt.
Yeah.
Tristan's got this funny one where he'll like road rage, but like as a backseat driver, so it's like a backseat road rage.
He gets passenger rage.
And there was someone in front of us doing something dumb when we were driving out of Baltimore, and like I don't know why, but we were doing like pirate impressions that night or something. like here's Tristan crashing out of a guy who like merged in front of us, and then Josh says like what was probably so stupid, but it was like one of the funniest things in that moment. I don't even quite remember. But...
I threatened something, and Josh is like, "Yarg, all cannons to port side."
Oh, I forgot about the pirate night. That shit was crazy.
Oh my god, the pirate night was awesome. If you can imagine, it's like 1 a.m. We're all like gross and fucked up and sweaty coming from this show.
We're 5 weeks in too. We're fucking
and we're
fried.
driving around trying to get to our hotel, doing pirate impressions for like an hour, 2 hours getting to our hotel. It was funny as hell. It was awesome.
Fucking crazy.
And I think we were listening to Ailstorm after that. Just
listening to like we were
onto the
listening to
pirate
like
vibe.
sea shanties and shit.
Ailstorm and Dropkick Murphys and shit.
I tend to
Crazy.
road rage a lot when I'm driving, and I drive for work, so I'm gonna keep that in mind. I'm just gonna start doing like pirate things at other drivers now. Thank you.
You'll strike fear in their hearts, I promise.
Who's
They get
this
a little,
crazy
you get a
girl?
little parrot. You just gotta drive around with a little parrot on your shoulder and a little eye patch. I'm telling you, they're gonna look over and be like, "Oh fuck!" They're gonna go in the other lane. They're gonna get out your way.
I used to work at Home Depot, and Home Depot is like a pretty pet friendly like store, and I would see all types of dogs and pets and all types of shit. But this one lady would come into our store and she had a parrot on her shoulder, and I was just like, "That's some pirate ass vibes." You know what I mean? Like, you have an eye patch in a drawer somewhere, and you're just like ready to command a ship at all times.
Dude, Josh and Cam probably know about this, but in Eugene, there's like a legendary homeless guy around here who wears a pirate hat all the time. He's like the pirate homeless guy.
Yeah, I
I
drive
feel like
past that
sometimes
guy all
his
the time.
sign just like literally says like "arg" or like
Like he'll have like a sign that says like "spare some booty" and shit. Dude's a
Oh,
legend,
dude,
bro.
that guy's sick.
Yeah,
I would
shout
give
out to
that guy
Eugene
money.
Pirate.
Oh, 100%.
I know that
he's
guy
getting
is a
handful of
good ass
dollars.
dude, because one time I was at not to get too sidetracked or whatever, but I was at a gas station one time, and that dude was outside, and I was talking to the gas station attendant, and I was like, "Yo, that's like a cool ass dude outside," and the guy got super defensive because he thought I was like making fun of the dude, and he was like, "That's a good guy, man." I was like, "Dude, the pirate's got like street credit, and the gas station cashier is gonna like
Yeah.
put on for him."
famous.
He's a local hero.
Oh yeah,
Oh
shout
my
out to
God,
Eugene
dude.
Pirate for real.
He's been around a long time.
Yeah,
Shout out that guy.
100%.
What's next for you guys that fans should be paying attention to?
A
Um,
song about the Eugene pirate.
in in 2 weeks, we're gonna go on tour with Varials, Unity TX, and Heavy Hitter, and that is from March 12th to April 11th, I think. Right? I don't know our
Yeah,
dates,
something like that.
but full US minus like the PNW should be pretty fun.
Yep. And couple of things that we can't talk about yet because they're not like conclusively decided, but we are on Louder Than Life Fest this year. We're playing the final day. We're playing the hardcore stage the same day as a Tsunami, 200 stab wounds, corpse pile. It's gonna be awesome.
Congrats. That's
Stab wounds on the same
exciting.
stage.
Thank you. What's up?
Is
Yeah.
200 stab wounds on the same stage?
Yeah.
Sick.
Mhm.
That's gonna be awesome.
As
For
everything
sure.
keeps moving forward for you guys, what do you hope people take away when they hear your music?
Hmm. Hmm.
That you can have fun with your friends just by writing music and doing it.
100%.
You can, anyone, if you just like I said, put your nose to the grindstone, just like keep pushing, get involved with your local community, go to shows, meet people, make friends, you know what I mean? Like, you can start a band and have fun with your friends in your local scene, and maybe it can grow into something bigger where you could potentially, be traveling to do this with like your buddies and just like having a good time, you know what I mean? Don't try to like, I think people get too caught up in like trying to be something, you know what I mean? Like this band started off as like not trying to be anything, like simply just having fun. And like we're all here trying to make this our jobs now, and we're still having fun, you know what I mean? Um, I think that's like a big takeaway that
You
people
can
should.
do it. You
Yeah,
can do it. That's the
absolutely.
message.
Yeah, you got to do it for yourself and not for like hoping that you play a show and then everyone like loves your band right away.
Yeah. Yeah. 100%.
Like it's not about clout and stuff.
We sincerely don't know what we're doing 90% of the time.
Nope.
But that, but
That's
that's
what
the
makes it
beauty of it.
good.
That's the
Yeah.
beauty of it. Yeah. I mean, truly anyone can do this. Like all the songs that we make are made on one computer in a bedroom. Like anyone can do it. Like straight up, And all the resources and all the plugins and all the shit you need to make music is so accessible now. Like
Yeah, like
if
you
anyone
can
wants to do it, they
literally,
just got to do it. That's it. Just
YouTube videos, tutorials, you want to know how to build a guitar tone, maybe you just got a guitar and interface, you want to learn how to, record yourself. Like that's like all easily learnable and accessible information online on YouTube. It'll take you 5-10 minutes to get your shit set up and you'll be jamming, you know what I mean? It's just like you got to take that leap, and you just like can't do it because you want anything out of it or expect, like the only thing you should want out of it is just like peace and tranquility. You get to enjoy making and playing music. You got to be in it for the music and not necessarily like, and then I won't even say just the music, because like the connections and the people, and like the people that you're going to meet doing this are going to be like lifelong friends oftentimes. You're going to meet a lot of like really good people that have like a lot of really genuine uh they want everyone around them to succeed. So that's kind of the reason why, like, for me at least, I do it. Friendship, brotherhood, music, obviously, things like that.
learn skills and do something. If it makes you smile when you make it, that's like what matters. Like as cornball as that sounds, it's true. Like we design like a lot of our own design work, just learning how to do it just like on a whim, writing songs that do a part that makes us go like, oh fuck yeah, and that's it. Don't I think the most important thing is to just like when you learn how to do something just by putting in the grind work on YouTube and whatever, and then you figure out how to put together a song, and if at the end of the day like you play it back in your ears and you just want to listen to it over and over again and you're just like hyped on it, like that feeling, as long as you're like chasing that constantly, like I think anyone will be like unstoppable, you know.
We've had to figure out a lot of what we're doing on our own.
Basically everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like up until recently, we've never really done like a real industry tour. You know, Dying Wish just took us on like a real deal. Like, you know, like we've, you know, self-booked a lot of our tours like before this, you know, just like figuring it out DIY ourselves. And we just got, you know, a good taste of like what it's like to like move in that kind of professional environment. And it was a huge
Awesome.
learning experience, but it was awesome, you know what I mean? Like we learned a ton of shit and we're gonna be like so much like more squared away going forward.
Yep. And we learn constantly from people in our community and our peers and our friends around us. Like asking people for advice is so crucial and so key, you know. Um, like when we say that we learn things on our own, we just mean that in the sense of we put in the work to find out answers on how to do things. But it really is all built around the community of people that we have around us and the team that we've built and our peers in the music scene in Portland and in the Northwest, especially, like constantly going out and seeking how to accomplish what you want to do. Like, and that's
Yep.
that never getting complacent. Like, if I want to do a fucking a 3D background, I'm gonna download fucking Blender on my computer. I'm gonna watch YouTube videos for 3 days on how to do it, and then you just do it. You know, you have to, you gotta always be driven to like expand your skills and to learn. And I think that's really the only secret sauce. Really, you just can't be complacent. You just always got to challenge yourself and learn new things.
And the more you know how to do on your own too, you know, so like it's one less person taking a cut of not a very large lump sum anyway, you know.
Yeah.
This is the most sincere and like advice I've ever heard, and from a slam band at that. That is beautiful. It's poetic in a way.
Yeah. Sorry, perhaps a little long-winded, but yeah.
It's good.
I mean, when we
You-
started, we were like, I think we were running samples with an iPhone into a dongle, into a DI box, going to front of house, like
Literally a $15 Best Buy iPhone
showing
to
up and being
headphone
like
converter
the sound
off a
guy's worst
Dropbox.
nightmare, you know.
Hey,
Now
but we
pulling
had
up
to
in the
make it
woods.
work. We had to make it work, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know.
Perfect. Before we wrap up today, is there anything you guys want to say to any of the fans out there listening in?
Never stop gambling.
Well, no, that's
Oh,
we do not condone this man's advice.
Our
Do not
fans' age
do not
demographic is
start
like
gambling.
they're like 19, so when they turn 21, they're gonna have a crippling gambling addiction from this guy.
Cam's advice is don't stop gambling. My advice is don't start gambling.
Yeah, my advice is do not listen to Kameron.
yeah, anything I say online, just ignore.
This band has a personal vendetta against the city of Las Vegas.
That city owes us a lot of money, to be honest.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Funny.
Actually, you know, it's not the city of Las Vegas, it's Treasure Island Casino. I just don't fuck with Treasure Island Casino. Las Vegas is chill,
Oh
honestly,
my
but
God.
if I ever see Treasure Island Casino,
We're not
it's
going back.
raps. It's
Long
raps,
story
yeah.
short.
Yeah.
Place
Um,
anyway.
Realistically though, just like thanks, you guys are cool. And I like talking to you guys, so keep coming up and saying what's up, you know.
Sincerely, yeah. Thank you. It's pretty mind-blowing the things we've been able to do, the experiences we've been able to have for making like objectively pretty silly music. You know, it's pretty, we're endlessly blown away and grateful for the things that we get to do and the places we get to go, and it's all because people listen to us and for some reason care. So thank you. You know.
Always try to be everyone's friend. If you're in a band, going to other local band shows, stay till the end of the night.
Yeah, yeah. That's
Uh,
forget everything we
try,
said.
try to go
Forget
to
everything
as
else we said.
many
That's all that matters.
of your friends' shows as you possibly can, you know. and not with any motive, just go there to like support your buddies,
Yeah,
because
like support.
that's
If you have
like
friends doing art, like support them.
that's one of the best ways to be a member of your community. Everyone that hates their local scene are usually people that like don't ever go to anything.
Yeah. Also, listen to Slime. Listen to Misery Whip.
Facts. Real spill.
Yeah.
Amazing. I'm really excited to continue seeing you guys on your journey and to see what new like music you come up with and where you guys end up. Honestly, I'm really excited for your career.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Perfect. So I know you guys have a tour coming up, so I want you guys to check them out. Make sure you also read their lyrics too, especially the ones they told you not to listen to. Make sure you look those up. It says more to it than just da 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 da. So we got it. So,
Hey, thanks.
so awesome. So yes, check them out, support them, catch them on tour. I want to thank you guys so much for being here with me today and just talking. It's probably one of my favorite interviews I've done to date, to be honest. So
Hey, thanks.
Sweet. Thank
I
you.
Thanks for
appreciate
listening
it.
to
It
us.
was fun.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for having
So
us.
thank you so much, guys. So I'm Devious Dayna with this damn metal. Keep it heavy, keep it real, and we'll see you guys in the pit. Cheers.
Badass.
Sick.